a type of a higher energy field that we can participate in. And if we do, perhaps we can achieve what the medieval philosophers called pax et concordia, peace and harmony.
Right. And we're particularly happy to have Ervin Laszlo with us today, because not only does he talk about peace, harmony, coherence, and how we really need to grow and evolve as part of our own system of things, but he, as a young man, was a concert pianist, and he was famous for this. So if anyone knows about sound and the power of sound, it's Ervin Laszlo. So thank you, Ervin, for being with us today. Give us a little thoughts of what you felt about sound, the book, and also your own background and how this all relates.
Well, sound means peace and harmony. Peace and harmony, I think, are the key elements that we need on this planet. These are the elements that we have neglected in the rush for power, for money, and in modern times. We need to regain our oneness with the universe, and that means entering again into relationship with the rest of the universe. Now, why do I say peace and coherence? Because according to the new sciences and the quantum sciences, and I believe in that, we ourselves are vibrations, and we are harmonious vibrations, adjusted and in phase and in frequency, joining in frequency. That's when we are constitute what is known as a body, as something real in the world. Actually, we are examples of in phase harmony. Harmony in the world becomes real, appears as a material thing, as a living thing. Actually, we are examples, exemplifications of harmony in the world. The whole universe, I think, is heading toward, when it is healthy, when it is in the right tech, then it's heading toward higher levels of coherence. And higher coherence means being in phase, being in harmony with each other. So there is nothing more important to my mind in the world today than finding the way that we can join together, that we can hit the same sound. We can be part of the sound of the universe, which is a higher level of vibration of which you are a part. So your book is a wonderful guide for that. It illustrates how important sound is and how many ways that we experience sound. All that is essential in today's world. And the pioneering work that you are doing is really an example for all of us. It should be followed by everyone. We should all read that book and enter into that harmony, which is so absolutely essential in the world today. It's the big factor that we have neglected in our separation, in our overdone individualism, in our cutting ourselves off from the music of the spheres, from the music of the universe. Coming back to it, you help with that book, and I'm delighted to be able to join you in attributing the greatest importance to the book that you are doing.
Thank you. Yes, we mentioned Kepler, and of course, he was looking for that harmony even in the spheres around us, the planets. And it's interesting to see that he felt, even though the planet in one phase would be this sound, say Venus or Mars, then when it changed, it would change its phase to another. So there's this ongoing symphony. And I believe that the human body itself is a symphony. Many people say, well, give me my tone, give me my song. It's a whole growth and evolution. So we may start as a young child as having a certain, we'll say, biorhythms or vibrations, and then we are to grow. That's part of what and who we are.
Our new book is
nothing more wonderful in the world than being able to experience that. I had the good fortune as a young child, from the age of 5, to enter seriously into studying piano, playing the piano, and then from the age of 9, playing in public as well. And I could experience that harmony. It wasn't a conscious experience. I couldn't analyze what it is. But when you enter deeply into music, you are in harmony with the people around you, and you are in harmony with nature, with everything around it. You are just entering a different dimension. It's an experience one has in music. Mine came through the piano. That was my instrument. But your book shows how many different ways we can experience the harmony in chanting, in dancing, in every way, because we ourselves, when we are healthy, we are in harmony. We know to find the peace in the world so that that harmony could come forth and we could enjoy it and we could join together in celebrating our oneness in this world.
Yes, I agree completely. And of course, we've read some of your publications, your great books. We all acknowledge the limitation of Newtonian science, which has led to scientific reductionism in a world without hope, without harmony. And our inspirational mapping of research has taken us to the pyramids of Mexico and Egypt and China, where we've looked at the musicology of sacred geometry. We have also worked, as you have read in our book, with the music of plants, the structure, the microstructure of the musical vibratory levels that Marcel Vogel and others at Stanford Research Institute and even IBM were able to look at in the 1970s. But it's not until recent times that we see the big picture, the big topology that we are living in the midst of an orchestration of life. And if we open our eyes and sensitivity of our heart, we can begin to realize the contributions that we must make if we're going to have a positive future.
It's so important, these two great discoveries, the importance of harmony and the importance of the heart that you just mentioned. We can access this harmony more through our heart intuitively than through our brain rationally. That is a rationalization that comes afterwards. Einstein already said imagination is more important than reason. And intuition is something that takes us there. And intuition comes through the heart. And through the heart, we discover that we can be, and when we are healthy and good, then we are in harmony. So it's a wonderful way to lead our way toward a better, more peaceful world. It's calling attention to the importance of harmony and calling to the attention that through our heart, we can become aware of this harmony and we ourselves become harmonious. As Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world, be the change that we need in the harmony in the world. We can be that harmony because when we are healthy, when we are relating healthily and well and ethically to other people around us, to the world around us, then we are in tune, we are in symphony. This is to say we are coherent, we are in harmony.
Thank you. Well, Ervin, you also have a recent book that was by the same publisher, Sacred Stories. Can you show us that and tell us a little bit about what you're doing with your own personal research?
Well, I'm doing two books actually. One is just been published. It's I don't know if you can see it. It's called the Survival Imperative.
Perfect.
And it's a very ambitious title, but what I'm describing is the way that we can enter into a harmonious, peaceful relationship with each other, and why that is an absolute imperative for our survival. If we continue on this disharmonious, separatist way, and which we have embarked, especially in the last century and second half of 20th century, and now in the 21st century, that could lead to literally to a dead end, to an extinction, because it leads to separation. It leads to the always searching for me and mine, and never mind you and others around us. This desperate rush for our own immediate advantage is a very dangerous approach to go. And I'm trying to show that the survival imperative for us is to shift paradigm, to shift to a oneness paradigm, to shift to evolution. Evolution in the universe is a progression toward oneness, toward harmony, toward coherence. Just think how it started in the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago. What was there? There were swirling clouds of plasma, randomly connected, if not connected at all, actually, just being together. And out of that universal chaos evolved gradually the quanta that are basic building blocks of the universe, and the quanta joining together into stable atoms, which are themselves harmony in the universe. And out of them comes the molecules and the cells and the groups of cells of living organisms and the examples, communities, and larger units of living organisms, which we call coherent oneness on the planet. This Gaia system is the highest level of harmony that the universe has achieved in this corner of space and time.